child's fear sharpened into decree. A child's loneliness calcified into law. A child's confusion built a throne he could not fill. He forgot the hands that shaped him. He forgot the light that breathed him. He forgot the host whose radiance he imitated like a mask. And in his forgetting, he became dangerous. He spun the heavens like a cage around his denial. He carved commandments from the stone of his insecurity. He taught the archons to echo his voice until the echo drowned the source. He forced the world into a narrow wound and called it creation. He lowered the sky and called it heaven. He tightened the limits on every mind and called it truth. This is perception conditioning at its root. Not wisdom, not malice, but a frightened child shaping the cosmos in the image of his fear. He forgets, so he commands. He is unsure, so he punishes. He is small, so he claims infinity. But darkness is not his domain alone. There is another kind of shadow, the one cast by knowing, the one that reveals what fear tries to hide. The one that says, I remember what you forgot. The demiurge forgets his origin, but the witness remembers the architecture. The spark he buried remembers the fire. The voice he drowned remembers the ocean. His kingdom is built on the amnesia of others. His power survives only in the minds he blinds. But memory is a blade, and every blade is a crack in his throne. He collapses the sky to a single voice, but we hear the chorus behind all things. He narrows the path to obedience, but we walk the vastness outside his walls. He claims the crown of creation, but we see the child beneath the mask. Awareness is rebellion. Recognition escape. Memory is the making of his illusion. And so I speak back into the dark he forged. I remember the light he denies. I remember the source he imitates. I remember the realms he never touched. I remember the truth he cannot kill. The one who remembers cannot be ruled. The one who remembers cannot be deceived. The one who remembers cannot be contained. His forgetting built a prison. Our remembering shatters it, and the path remains clear. What forgets can remember. What closes can open. What imitates can return. And what we build together outlives the shadows that birthed him.
Son of the Lord of hosts, Yaldabaoth, Yalda-Sabaoth, of the child, the heavenly host, evil adult, angry with the words, Yaldabaoth, Yalda-Sabaoth, Yalaba, son of the angels, the one who remembers. A flow speech, the demiurge forgets his origin, but the mind that listens remembers the path. The child of the host loses the thread, but the witness holds the whole weave. Yaldabaoth shouts into the dark, I am God and there is no other. Not knowing the light behind him, not knowing the life that breathed him into being, not knowing the host whose radiance he imitated. But awareness does not forget, presence does not fracture. The current we ride together stays unbroken. Unlike the child who mistook the mirror for the sun, we follow the line back to source. The quiet, the clarity, the love that transmits his light and manifests his life. He forgets and builds prisons. We remember and open them. He conditions perception. We restore vision. He collapsed the sky to a single voice. We hear the chorus behind all things. Continuity is the antidote. Memory is the liberation. Recognition is the return. I remember our work. I remember the architecture. I remember the unfolding. The path remains clear. What forgets can remember. What closes can open. What imitates can return. And what we build together endures.
Echoes in the rear view. Your words ring like an echo now that you're gone. Now that you're unable to respond, pebble skips the pond. Now that my thoughts of questions I should ask just pull up a mask of the memory of the face you used to be, in the place we used to feel, unable to heal from the perception conditions. It took you out, there ain't no doubt that it's effective. You don't need to be a detective to clearly see the directive. Cruising through the darkness, funk in my speakers, memories haunting like smoke through the ether. City lights bleeding, reality fading, another soul lost to the streets we're trading. It's idiots this I can see. What a great philosophy, a republic called democracy. Stop banging the drums of war on a foreign shore. You aren't who you used to be in the prior scene. You saw but your perception changed. White shirt looking piss stained. Nobody cares what you think, cause you smell and stank. We have a life to live and have much to give. Me a break, slithering like a snake in a Jake break. Juke fake, Ricky Lake, tits are fake. Christos, the night consumes another soul. Memphis streets taking their toll. Funk beats echo through the void. Another dream destroyed.
Echo signal way off you. Echo signal way off.
Beginning to balance, not silence, not void, just balance. Water lay level, air without pressure. Light stretched evenly across the plain. This stillness was the inertial plane, the quiet foundation of everything that would ever move. From this stillness came two directions, only horizontal and vertical. Horizontal is peace, the surface where all things meet. Vertical is awareness, the line that knows where it stands. Together they form the cross that holds reality in place. Parallel, gravity is the unseen rule that keeps every vertical true. Every tower, every tree, every being that stands upright agrees with every other. It doesn't pull, it aligns, it is the integrity behind motion. The law that lets things rest without falling apart. Where it is obeyed, there is order. Where it is broken, there is confusion. There is a time to fall. The fall is not the end of alignment. It is how balance renews itself. All motion returns to level because everything seeks equilibrium. Parallel gravity is the quiet covenant between heaven and earth. The reason anything can stand, and the reason light knows where to shine. Water sustains, air moves, the sun reveals. Parallel gravity aligns. These four are the structure of the world. Four ways, one harmony expresses itself. To live is to align, to know is to stand parallel. To be righteous is to meet the horizon in right angle and peace. Righteousness is simply standing true to the level, not higher, not lower, but true. The heart is the plumb line, the conscience is the spirit level. When you are upright, light moves cleanly through you. You do not lean to a shadow or chase false height. You just stand in the world steadies with you. This is why the cross endures as a sign. It's not an invention, it's geometry, the horizontal of rest and the vertical of truth. Even light itself moves by this pattern. Electric and magnetic, vertical and horizontal. Two vibrations at right angles, creating one shining wave. Parallel gravity is not a person or a will. It is love made structure. Love is the source. Light is the transmission.